Hot Rod, what's up, homie?
There he is.
I'm in my home studio, and I appreciate you guys spitting Isaiah 55:8, right? That's 55:8, right?
Woo!
My thoughts are not your thoughts, nor your ways my ways, says the Lord.
Okay, listen, we're about to have church now.
Listen,
yeah, church.
I knew the congregation
Mike, let me say this.
was there.
Mike Smith, let me tell you this, brother. I was thinking the same thing. I was saying, you know what? It's sometimes when you go through something, and we've all gone through a lot of different things, sometimes it's not about you. And sometimes people don't realize your worth until you're not there. You know what I mean? So everybody's taking Dak for granted, but now that he's gone, they're going to really see what type of leader he is, what type of player he is, what he brought every single day, his work ethic, his level of focus, just the leadership. This is a kid that never complained about anything. He never complained about anything. All he did was come to work. And when you saw those tears of him going away, it wasn't about a $100 million contract. It was the fact that he could not be on there and play games the rest of this year with his teammates. That's what it was truly about, Mike.
And I hope Rodney, he takes that support. Sorry, Michael. I just want to say I hope he takes the support that he's getting and really appreciates it and embraces it and is fueled by it, because this is a young man. We're talking about the physical recovery. Mentally, we know he's been through a lot. Emotionally, he's been through a lot this year with his family, was speaking out about it in terms of his mental health struggles. So I just hope he's uplifted by all that outpouring you're talking about, Rodney. Go ahead, Michael. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to ask Rodney, and we look at it here, all of the support for Dak Prescott. I know you've been in that situation before where you get an injury in San Diego, still San Diego at the time, brings you to New England. And then I remember in New England, you got an injury and you're being carted off the field and you're waving. And I was like, man, it's like that's like the end of his career. But what is it? Tell me what that fraternity is like. What's happening in that moment? Like, why do we see that with players? You see them going at it during the game, but when somebody gets hurt, you see a different side of the NFL community. Tell us about that.
Well, that's the thing that you can't control. Everybody knows that when you play any type of sports, you can't control, you just can't control injuries. And you see a guy and his foot is over that way, and the first thing you're thinking about is not just his career, but you're thinking about his family. You're thinking about him and how he's going to deal with it. Yeah, obviously it's going to be a big factor, him not being on the field, but you just empathize with that guy, because that's something that as long as you play football, you never, ever want to have to go through an injury like that. Now people are second guessing and saying, hey, is his career on the line? So yeah, you're very empathetic to a guy, seeing him, especially a good guy. Dak is a good person. He is an example that I would love for both of my sons, both 16 and 13 years old, to follow a guy like him.
Yeah, word. I don't buy my kids, my son in particular. I don't buy him many jerseys, mainly because they get outdated pretty quickly. You know what I mean? With players moving from team to team. But also to your point, like Dak is a jersey that he had when he was little because of just how he conducts himself. He was already, Rodney, my man of the year for 2020 because of the stance and the voice that he gave to mental health struggles. We just showed a bunch of the tweets, people shouting out Alex Smith, one of the greatest comebacks we've seen from a catastrophic injury in recent memory. Maybe Dak is now in line for comeback player of the year next year, given what we know he can do once he gets back and healthy. So,
hey guys, think about this too. I'm sorry. Think about this too. And I said this yesterday when I was on NBC. You think about, with Dak being injured, there's going to be 4 or 5 teams that are still really, really interested in Dak and willing to give him an opportunity. I mean, you look at the Jets, the Jaguars, the Bears, the Washington, even possibly the Falcons. I mean, Dak is still a young man. He works extremely hard. He takes care of his body. You talked about the mental aspect of it. He's a smart young man. There's going to be 4 or 5 teams that would love to have him as their leader, and 4 or 5 owners that would love for him to represent their organization as well.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.